Uh-oh. That's Rob's theme song. Law and order. Happy New Year, you guys. And happy Black History Month. I haven't seen you guys all of 2023. How are we doing? Can we just say that I have never in my entire freaking life, including myself, met so many people with a low self-esteem and low standards. Shit's crazy. OMG. So I'll give you guys the rundown. So for those who don't know so for those who don't know, there has been a love after lockup, beef sector, black sector, unconscious sector episodes, starting with Miss Tracy with the T and Rob Dusty Ass Rax. And they have been talking for months online on YouTube. This is a warning, YouTube is not a dating app. And they met each other in person here in the great Golden State. And it did not turn out well. He seemed very abusive verbally. She was the fans, the voyeurs, all of us watched as we watched this whole shit show basically. And they got kicked out of their Airbnb. Rob brings a gun to an Airbnb, which, by the way, you're not supposed to bring guns to Airbnbs. And they get kicked out. They end up at a dusty ass Red Roof Inn. Somebody calls the cops because of how verbally abusive Rob was toward Tracy. Tracy's laughing it off. It just, it's just all dust bucket love. So basically, Rob has, I guess he's on probation. There's videos of him twirling a gun, which is fucking stupid. That's why he got locked up. By the way, these Negroes are over the age of 40 and 45. I have never met some of the dumbest people. Dumbest. Dumb. I just can't stop laughing because, in all actuality, I was one of those people that felt really bad for Tracy by watching the verbal abuse go on for her journey. But there were so many red flags before she left to go to California that she was so desperate that she just did it anyway. And long and behold, everyone in the sector is like saying, I told you so, but we're not saying that. But for those people who actually cared about this broad, she basically is coming after people that cared. I mean, I'm a nobody on YouTube, so she can come after me. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Coolin. What's up, Coolin? Hey, what's up, 773? Coolin seen it. So the saga continues. So today, so Rob has still been in the booty house for the past, I believe, 8-9 days. So we already watched him on court TV. And I'm glad his ass is still in the booty house. And so flash forward today, Octavius, his boyfriend, dude, partner, friend. I'm not making fun of Octavius. He's never done anything to me, but he had an interview with him from the county jail phone, and Rob Was the same Rob. He was, "Ooh, my cat. Oh, that is my cat. Y'all hear that? My real cat." Um, so basically, Rob gave this interview, and Octavius, I commend you. You have the patience. I don't agree with a lot of things that you do, but your interview was decent. So kudos. Um, so Rob is fucking mentally ill, you guys. It's not just the alcohol. It's just not the alcohol. I mean, I will say this much. During that county jail phone interview, at least Rob didn't bullshit people by saying, when I come out, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to be a better man. No, what Rob told us from that county jail interview is, when I come out, I'm going ham. I'm going to be even a worse man than I am. I can't believe somebody procreated with this dude. What were they thinking? I can't, first of all, I can't believe anyone would lay up with a man who literally barfed online, literally regurgitated. Is that how desperate we are, ladies? I mean, if you're that desperate, we have mechanical devices. Hi, Red Rings. So the interview, the county jail interview that comes out today, Rob is, throwing names out there, saying that he's going to fly out another content creator to give him oral copulation. Ill, gross. By the way, um, how is someone supposed to give you any kind of sexual anything and you have whiskey dick all the time? Just anyway. Um, he's coming out saying that he's not going to do any interviews unless it's 500 or $5,000. He's like making poking fun at the beef sector, the black sector, the unconscious sector. But but here's the kicker. But here's the kicker. But yet he's begging for money. Okay. So we ain't shit, but you still want some coin from us? Negro, please. Now, first of all, I am a very stingy, wait a minute. That did I say did I meant compilation. Did I say something? Don't make me have an MU moment with Red Wings. I'm sober as F too, so I haven't even had any weed yet. So, and by the way, watching the whole Rob Rack, and boy, let me tell you, I might be changing the name of the show to just Boobs because I mean, these people, dude. So Tracy knows that this man has a pattern. She knows, she's seen the red flags, she's seen all this. Yet a woman who is so desperate, so thirsty, and has such so low self-worth to to come all the way to California to get verbally abused and humiliated online. I mean, this was like one of the worst humiliation, abusive. Like, is revenge porn better than this? I mean, because that's also a form of abuse, but I don't know. I mean, we already got someone in the beef sector who's into revenge porn, but anyway, got it. Head is not something traded on the stock market. Got it. You're right. You're right. You're right. Is it traded in the showers or in gin pop? Inquiring minds would like to know, yes. So, what made me come on here tonight and talk about this horrific, tragic Black love. And by the way, this is not Black love. So, what made me come on here was I was listening on Tracy's live, and then Fibe comes on. Fibe is the one that said that. Get your Black love. This is Black love. Has she ever been loved? I mean, because what it seems like, it's either one or two. We got two hookers with the lowest self esteem that's all to the gutter, or or Fi Babe is putting all this in her bag, closing her purse, and saving it all for a rainy day whenever she needs it. Ammunition. I mean, my money is on the fact that Fi Babe is packing all this in her purse for ammunition. I mean, I've never met. I mean, I'm pretty freaking gullible, dude. But these people, and some of you women that are like, go ahead, Tracy, go, girl, get your man, get some dick. She barely got any, y'all. Y'all don't like that girl. Y'all are so wrong. Y'all just want her. Y'all just want a minstrel show. Is that it? Y'all just want to. Okay, shucking job. For real, y'all don't like that girl, and but it's just sad because all of us as women, all of us have went through a point in time, either growing up or through our adulthood, where we have some kind of low self-esteem and what have you. Have you, girl, have you seen the shit show? Don't it make you feel better about yourself and your life? I know it makes me feel better about mine. um, I love of you. She cracks me up, especially when she start cursing people out. But it's I've just never met a bunch of women who have such a low self-value of thyself. We've all suffered through that. And she's good at it too. We've all suffered through having a low self-esteem, but man, to watch the humiliation ritual for days, 6, 7 days of this. I mean, so story is she possibly paid for her ticket rather than him. Um, she probably paid for the Airbnb rather than him. We don't know, but that's besides the point. But what's getting muddy in this story is this MU and this 300 fucking dot. Who cares? Who cares? MU, I don't know. Stop. Let's focus on the shit show. And besides, you're the one that introduced Tracy to this lush. Stop it, boo. I mean, y'all really need what's up? It's just like I'm on team sense, common sense, because I see a lot of you motherfuckers don't have it, don't know what love is, don't know what self-respect is so fucking thirsty and dusty that you'll do anything to be on YouTube or get some kind of YouTube stardom. Honey, people forget you. Ain't nobody gonna remember you. Like, you sold your soul for this? Oh, my life is beautiful if that's the case. Shit. I need to come on YouTube more and get make make me feel better about myself. I mean, good lord, good lord. Um, it's and so now there have been alliances that have been broken. Jay Wilson and Tracy with the tooth have fallen out. Because Pasa seemed like he actually cared, though he's about his coin, but he's about both his coin, and I feel like he did kind of care. I also believe, and y'all, a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I also think that Kimmy was actually caring as well. But she wasn't with the bullshit. Not everything to me is someone behind the scenes or a play. You got to look at people's emotions and yes. And that is why Roy's dusty prejudice, alcoholic, lush, broke ass is blocked. He is the only person that is blocked on my channel. I don't block people, but that dusty mofo, oh, he's blocked. Clyde broke again. It's so good to see you. Thank you for coming. I just dropped the link if anyone wants to come up. I'm not into dick pics, but if you got some tits, no, I'm kidding. Speaking of tits, um, I am sure that there's going to be some pictures of some sort or video floating around within the next weeks to springtime. I'll just say that much. Rob is not the kind of person that will keep anything private. So, Tracy, I hope you didn't record anything. And by the way, I can't even get on Rob anymore. Tracy put money in his books. Is she is that Stockholm syndrome or what? Like that's one of the reasons why I had to stop watching Tracy and Fi, who are live right now, because it's just a whole fucking joke and it's kind of sick. And I'm just like, let me crank up a live because I'm going to be losing minutes of my life watching this bullshit. Two broken women talk about they jealous or getting coin or owing somebody money. Really? Y'all need to stop throwing that word jealous around like it's a rag doll. Like ain't nobody jealous. Like I've never heard even in high school when teenage girls used to love, you're just jealous. No, you're jealous. I've never heard so many adults use that word and it'll be the furthest of what jealousy is. Hey, I got somebody. What up?
Hey,
What's up? Ooh, did you do that?
yeah, well, I colored it.
I'm gonna
um,
say you designed it. Ooh, that's pretty.
Grayscale and underpainting. It's really so easy to do. So yeah, I colored this. I mean, it
Ooh,
came in black and white, and so you had add all the colors and everything.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. I love it. Do you ever hang up your art and stuff?
No, I
Just
haven't. I will. I actually want to. Well, I'm going to start drawing this summer. I know how to draw. People say, "Well, do you draw your own stuff?" I know how to do it. I like coloring is so easy. It's a good transition into this. So,
yeah.
but girl, the streets are hot and messy as f. This is a cussing channel, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can curse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can
What
say
the
shit,
fuck
fuck,
is
goddamn,
going?
cocksucker.
Are you in California?
I am.
I need you to keep that tramp over there. I know.
We already got enough dust here, so we will send her back to Texas.
And y'all had Rob over there? Oh,
Unfortunately, he is from the Bay Area.
oh my goodness. Now, I used to live in Simi Valley when I was probably like in the third grade. I think I told you this before, like in the third or fourth grade or something like that. So,
Yeah, that's SoCal. The reason why I remember Simi Valley, because when I was a
Mhm.
kid, the Rodney King trial. So
Oh, yeah.
that's why I recall Simi Valley. But dude,
Well, I'm 61, so it's a little bit different from I'm not making mockery of when, he had that situation, but
oh no,
when
I
you
know.
were little, when you were there, I was like 30 years difference. You're such a baby.
Thanks, but we have two adults who act like babies.
Oh, don't they?
Have
I'm
you?
really embarrassed, and they have
I'm
no shame.
I'm embarrassed too, but I'm also at the same time looking at my life and saying, "Damn, it ain't that bad, is it, girl?"
Right. Oh, I'm living my best life.
I'm like, if I have to live in that kind of dust, put me out. Put me out.
Right. So now, when
It's
did you hear about all of the rat? Well, I know he's already been there. When did you hear about how ratchet she is, and when did they started connecting with each other? Because I missed that part.
so I want to say probably back in the summertime. So when the alliance when she started hanging out with MU. And I used to see Rob Rack on MU's channel when I would gaze on it because she would have some supreme weirdos. Like I like weirdos, but these weirdos were like at 4 a.m., like drunk and say some really grotesque things. And Rob was one of them. And I saw some of the interactions, but I didn't realize they were starting this whole kind of love affair online thing until the fall. When is when I heard out about the three-way that they had online with Empress Janet, Tracy, and Rob. Ooh. Ugh.
That's I don't even know who Empress Janet is, but I can imagine with that name, Tracy and Rob. Oh my God! Oh no.
It was a yeah, it was a it was a
Mm.
virtual three-way with all three of them, just which ain't nothing wrong with a three-way, but the players of the three-way
Yeah.
are
You
just
would picture something, you picture it to be, well, I've never had one. I've been asked several times, but I would picture some beautiful people, an awesome experience and all that. But did they see what Tracy looked like beforehand? I'm just asking. Is that bad to ask? It probably is bad. I don't, I give two F's to the wind.
you
But
know,
so if did they? I mean, like, aren't you supposed to see who you're getting? I mean, like,
well, I could also ask the ladies, did you not see this man throw up on StreamYard?
well, yeah. Well, that's an automatic right there. But you know, the men sometimes they feel like they can, whatever. But the women, I'm like women are pickier towards other women more so than men are pickier towards women. You know what I mean?
I
Because
do.
they be like, it's a hole. She got a pussy, and she got a mouth. So hey, something will fit. But women, I would imagine would be a little bit more selective.
And we are because it is easier for us to just get some play uh,
Yeah,
rather than men. And even if you are lonely, because here's the thing: if Tracy put her wig on correctly, have her take that 1989 gold tooth out,
that too.
and that gold tooth gotta go, yo.
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm like, y'all, you gotta let go of that boys in the hood look, sis.
Mhm.
Um, and if she had some self-confidence, I would think that she would be attractive, but she's caught her. I've seen her too many times, like uh the hospital video.
The coffee pot in the bed. Did you see that one?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, there was a slip with her laying in the bed, and then people expanded the picture. Oh, this is you probably seen her head and her face with her arm kind of cocked up to like how yours is right there. But then somebody panned into the rest of the scene, and it was a dirty bed with no sheets on there, with miscellaneous items, coffee pots, cups, forks, underwear. I mean, just a whole bunch of it looked like the inside of a Dipsy dumpster. and she's laying there and she's got her arm up with her fucking head going wherever, her hair going everywhere, the tooth, and she was talking major shit. When I tell you she was fucking talking major shit, she was talking major shit. And then that goddamn camera slip, bitch, when I tell you that shit was priceless. That's the
Oh
one right there.
my God. I've got to
In the
find that.
bed. And then you could see the corner of the bed, and it was like a whole bunch of trash, just stuffed out down on the side of the bed, and it looked like the bed was on the floor. It was
Oh,
horrible, and you see her with that gore kind of a Neanderthal kinda cavemanish look. You know what, I still believe that she's a man, and I was hoping that when she would get with that Rob man, that he would say, "Oh, you're a man too, 2 men together, okay, I'm good." But he never said her not being a man, so you saying this woman, the Empress lady, was a three-way with them,
yeah,
virtually?
and so even with Empress Janik, she's also problematic as well because I believe she is biracial. I think of black and white parents, but she says some really she gives me white supremacy vibes. Like she'll say like the N word in ER and y'all a bunch of and thinking that she's better. So she's problematic as well. Like she
Okay.
so we got three self-haters, three insecure people. And I think also from what I've heard, Empress Janet also likes to sell her cookies on the side.
Oh, the
Because
whore too.
yeah,
Okay.
because I believe she's in part of the UK sector. And I went
Oh.
into some of their chats when they've been talking about Empress Janet and stuff like that.
I think
So
I've heard of her. I think I've heard of her now that you said that, because I love the accents and things, and I have heard of, yeah, I've heard of her. I don't know what she looks like, but I can only imagine. Now with a three-way with all them three ugly motherfuckers, oh my God. Now was
it
somebody selling that? Was somebody buying it, or they just did it free willy style?
I think it was Free Willy style. And I remember because I went to bed and I remember listening to it. I'm like, wait, what? Ah, and
Mm,
I thought that I was like literally dreaming and I switched that shit off. And I'm surprised like the story didn't go out
right.
like, like spread like wildfire. But people are starting to know, like even past it, he didn't know yesterday. A
I
lot of people
swear I
don't
didn't
know.
know. Well, I'm not surprised, but I didn't know. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't recall whose channel it is on though. Um,
Okay.
but it was
Which might be a good thing because there's already enough shit out there. First of all, mustard. Okay. All right.
Denny's mustard.
To be exact, right.
I fucking
Now,
hate Denny's.
I just
And that means it's the French's funky, smelly one, not no Grey Poupon or spicy.
mm, now I'm gonna tell you, I am a connoisseur of all the condiments that I like besides hot sauce.
I love
I
mustard.
love mustard. I love a good stone ground. Like when they had that commercial, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? I was maybe like 15 or 16 years old, and I had to have it, and I fell into the mustard kick.
Mhm, mhm.
Now, 40, 50 years later, I never in my life can
Mhm.
even remember anybody being described as smelling or tasting like mustard when it comes to their private part.
It's a new one for me.
It really is, and I'm 61, I don't mind saying it. I have never heard of that. I mean,
Great
I've
butt.
heard of fish, we can understand that part. And then first of all, I don't really feel comfortable even talking about how women, if you're a nice, clean woman, things happen, you exercise, you do something, but if you wash and shower on a daily basis and you take care of yourself, there really shouldn't be any link to any particular, uh, product of food.
Right. I
Seafood.
and I guess cis pH balance was pretty
Oh,
fucking low.
that pH balance didn't even the P okay, the alphabet P and H, no ma'am. Mm-mm.
It's My the thing that just bewilders me is the fact that after all this verbal abuse, after all the humiliation, you are going to put money on this Dusty's books.
Mhm.
And from what I was listening to on the live with Phi Babe and Tracy, which are just two dust mites, like oh God, they're the
Birds of a feather
most
stank
chicken
together.
heads.
Birds of a feather stank together.
Thank you.
Fish and mustard. You know they put sardine in mustard. They do canned sardine with mustard.
I have, yeah, I've actually like it that way. It's
I like it.
I like
Uh-huh.
the sponginess of it because I can make vinaigrettes and stuff.
Mhm, and it's really good with a nice good either toasted bread or a nice cracker or something like
Mhm.
that.
I got
But
4 different mustards in my refrigerator right now, so I am
I
it too am a mustard, like, kind of broad, but I don't smell like mustard.
I don't either, and I have maybe I'm gonna say I have maybe 8 because I just love it, and then I there's nothing wrong about mustard that I can even think about except for what just happens. Like, I have a variety from the French's to, Grey Poupon, and then gourmet mustards with, wine,
Mhm.
mustards that were I just love mustards, and I have powdered mustard, which you make into a
Because
consistency and Mhm.
I
So
have
this
I
shit has
found some in
really
the
fucked
back
me
of my
up.
spice cabinet, so
Yeah.
you just
It's
reminded me,
really
thank you.
this done fucked me up. This is, like, so disrespectful, I
It
just
as a woman, as us both as women who have class,
Mhm.
there is just I'm not even mad, or I'm not mad at any of these people. I'm not even taking any beef on Rob anymore because this is who he is. The red flags were there. After all the humiliation, yet you put money in this books. And why are you surprised?
Mhm. Right. And
But yet
and,
you
like,
want to come after people who actually cared. I'm not one of them people.
me
But
neither.
but yet you have so much venom for everyone else but him. You are weak. You are
Mhm. But the thing that really I've been studying this Rusty Tooth for a minute and other people here on the YT because I study people. Um The thing that amazes me is her ability to feel so confident in all of this ratchet shit, and she is, like, standing and shining bright like a diamond, like, "This is normal." Like, "You people are crazy. If you don't you I don't un" like, I'm speaking like her, "I don't understand why you don't think this is normal, because this is normal, this is real life."
this is
Uh
normal, my babies.
So, her confidence I love people that are confident, but when you standing in ratchet shit like this, your confidence level to me, lady, is it's an embarrassment, and the fact that you have no shame.
Yeah, my thing is just like you cannot say shit or drag anybody. Your whole life is a drag at this point. It, I mean, this child.
And there's no way, because I try to think, well, how could somebody help her? And only thing I can think of, they need to bring back insane asylums or
Electroshock.
homes. They just round them up, all the loony bin. No, I'm really serious. That's
I'm
where she needs
actually
to be.
not disagreeing with you. There
In a
is
controlled
something.
environment, right, where she can get help. I don't really give 2 fucks, but it's just first of all, it's just an embarrassment to have her running around here on the goddamn internet, social media. She's messing it up for everybody, and I know people are looking at this ratchet stuff, and I feel like, when I meet people, when I go out in my professional, career, that they're looking at me, "Bitch, I saw Tracy last night with the mustard. I bet and I'm thinking, "Are you thinking like" I don't talk about the YouTube to people that I know, but, you just wonder.
Well, and that's the thing because I mean, if even some of the silly stuff that I've done online, which has never been that embarrassing, like so. She has a lot of subscribers, and then after thousands of people are watching her do this, don't you wouldn't you think someone is definitely gonna pick you out of the crowd one day? Like,
Mhm.
Tracy with the mustard.
Right. Right. And then adding to the whole thing, because they always say, we always have this thing, the black women this, the black women. I've heard black women stink. I've heard that before. And now they're gonna take it to the condiments. Now we smell like mustards. No, I want you all to know this, even watching. This is not normal.
Mm-mm.
Um, and this is not acceptable. It's not funny. It's not normal. It's not acceptable. And I'm actually kind of getting mad at goddamn YouTube for allowing this. I've always said I thought that YouTube people should be vetted, but you can't vet social media. But it's just, if there's enough ratchetness going on, there should be somebody, a board of reason and sanity to monitor this shit. All this, and then just say no, you can't. I mean, I know you can't do that, but my God,
Yeah, I'm just surprised that she hasn't been excommunicated, him or her haven't been excommunicated from
right,
any sector because I'm like, this is what y'all running with. This leaves a scarlet letter on
right.
these sectors, and especially us as mostly women and LGBTQ friendly, and mostly Black women at that. It
Exactly.
leaves a scarlet letter, and it just leaves a horrible bad taste in our mouths, and it makes us look like we accept trash like Rob and we're broken like Tracy with a tooth.
And that is far from the truth.
Yeah, exactly. We have so many nice dames and dolls and dudes up in here where
Mhm.
they do have a lot of sense, but then people find the bad apples like those two clowns where it is a shit show, it is a train wreck. People are going to watch. I'm guilty of watching it. Um,
Mhm.
I am going to make myself feel better about life when I do watch it because I'm like, I don't need therapy today, but I'll watch this.
You're like, "Well, damn, I'm better off than that," and I don't like that because I feel like I'm watching, like, crabs in a barrel. At least I'm at the top, but it's still a barrel full of crabs. That's a YouTube beef sector. It's still a fucking bunch of goddamn crabs. I'm trying to step out of it, crawling up with my damn crayon and coloring book, but every
Shit,
time this shit,
they both might have crabs.
I know it by now. And then he had that big old herpes thing on his mouth, and I'm like, "Oh my god." And then the whole thing, there's so many things that were wrong, and then the whole thing about, "You got HIV and this and that, and where's your paperwork?" And I'm like, "Y'all are pedaling backwards in a cesspool of fuck shit."
Mhm.
Those
It
things should
is.
have been, asked before.
I first of all, I don't think none of them dust mites got tested. So
No.
let's throw that out the window. Do they
Yeah,
listen?
but that's not, they feel good saying it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we're talking about someone who didn't wash their hours for days, and we're talking about someone who lives in a pool house. Do you really think they're responsible
Nope,
to go get tested? So miss
nope,
me with that bullshit.
exactly.
It's just crazy how gullible some people in this sector are. Well, they're just stick to one thing to dissect it and play detective. When I'm like, no, you're missing the big picture of everything. Fuck the testing part. They didn't get tested. That's not important. You know they didn't. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, it's
So then what I look at, after that piece of crap, I look at all of the things that they did illegally. One, I always thought she had a ankle bracelet or some type of restrictions where she couldn't travel. And first of all, I thought she was fearful of getting out the door. But so we got proven wrong with that going to Cali.
mhm.
Um, and so the fact that she accepted this person that has to have a vehicle that they have to blow into. And then and then you get on the social media, letting people know that you aided and abetted in the blowing, and then the movement of the car, and then the questions of did you have a valid license? And then the felony thing, like, there was no vetting of anybody. And see, the fact that you just told me about the three-way of the trolls, I and YouTube is like, as long as we get our 45%, we don't give a fuck.
But yet YouTube will take down really black political leaders for talking
Mhm.
about Black Lives Matter or white supremacy.
Right.
But it's okay to have this kind of fuck shit because
Right.
stereotyping, whatever.
And crack whores can get on here and just go to the mountains and the woods and whatever they're doing with the meths on the mountain, and they can do all that. And I mean, everything is good. You Google is like, we get our 45, we don't give a fuck. Then but when
Mom,
these worlds collide, YouTube is going to be a mess. Remember Google? That one woman got mad because Google didn't pay her like a
yes.
hundred or some dollars, and she drove with a damn diaper on all the way across the country and shot up
Yep.
everybody.
At the YouTube, yeah, that was
Yeah.
in Silicon Valley. Yep. Yep. I
Uh,
know where that was. In the Bay Area.
I
So,
know.
and what's scary even about this whole situation with these two fuck buckets, they I have a feeling because Rob is very unstable
Mhm.
that hopefully she don't come back to California for a while. That's Northern California at least, because girl, you're gonna be in danger if you do. I just have a feeling that he might ask a friend or something, but whatever.
Mhm.
But I think I was saying earlier in the live that I think we're gonna be seeing some revenge porn in our future.
Oh, I said that before the tramp ever left. I did. Yep. I said he took some pictures of her while she was sleeping and in certain positions while he was probably screwing her and
Mhm.
just everything. And even while she was looking at him, he made her do it because he was definitely in control of the situation.
Yep.
But the fact that she thought she can contain him and change him,
I can
oh,
change
he's
him.
okay. He's all right.
It's
He's my
okay.
baby.
Something traumatic happened to her when she was a child or something because she is loco en la cabeza. She
I don't
is.
think she was ever normal.
I don't.
I think this was inside the womb. I don't think I think she was created like that. I think and see, I think there's people that are just like that, and somebody should have I don't this is bad. I know people say, "Oh, we have to always make sure we treat everybody the same," but some people don't need the same. Some people need more attention, or some people need to be separated. I'm sorry. Everybody doesn't need to be in mainstream for
Some people.
their safety, and then for the growth potential for the other people. And that might sound really wrong with people with special needs and stuff, but I know how cruel people can be as kids and things growing up because we didn't have all this ADH and all this we had it raw, They called you straight retarded and shit and make fun of you, They didn't sugarcoat nothing. And everybody's family had that one relative that they kept in the back room, you know. And then if you saw somebody was limping or speaking different, you just didn't say nothing to them. You didn't look at them. You get your ass beat if you made fun of them. But now they just let them all out and just try to be the same. But they really can't really mesh into the society. And we see examples of them like those two.
Yeah, there's and then add on the alcohol and the low
Right.
self-esteem.
Right. And then the luxury of having the internet, to pushing a button,
That's
to having people hear exactly what you want to say, knowing in real life you can't say these things to people. You can't do these things. But
mhm.
behind the screen and behind the button of internet, social media, you can just do whatever.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, note to everyone, don't treat YouTube as a dating app. It never goes
Please.
right.
Mm-mm.
Never. Of you, it was great having you up here. I love
Well,
always
thank you.
chatting with you. You always crack me up.
Well, thank you for having me. I was just getting ready. I always get my little self together as far as my work. Work comes first, and I know people that are on here. They probably have a lack of that, so that's one reason. And
Yeah, right?
yeah. So we're not even gonna
Mhm.
go there, but yeah. And I said, let me just check my people, and then sometimes the notifications come on, and sometimes they don't. And I said, oh, there's my little boo right there. So I said, and she says boobs. I said, let me click on that. So I'll do
'Cause
the
I'm not doing
replay.
any booze, like,
I
that
know.
that shit sobers me up.
I know, right? Ratchet shit. He's like, mm-mm, I'm good. I still will do an edible though. But yeah,
Oh,
so I just wanted to pop in.
I'm gonna do that when I sign off. So,
Okay, baby. Okay. But I wanted
thank
to just pop
you
in.
for
So
coming
let
on.
me go so you can say goodbye to your audience. I'm gonna hit
All
the
right,
replay.
please, thank you, A View is a View for coming up, and
All
she
right.
was also my first guest for 2023. So, thank you, A View is a View, for kicking off the 2023 season of probably just being called Boobs. Because I'm probably gonna not want to drink, have any booze online for a while. Mm-mm. Nobody. No, no. But anyway, well, thanks for coming, my babies. And if you ever want to check out my channel, go to Toya Alta Abstract on YouTube. My show is called Boobs, my babies. Oh, one thing before I go. Steven Stars, 7 stars. Is that her name? That she had some words for me. Let's see. She was talking about my skin. Okay. Oh, there's no filter, by the way. Let me just turn it brighter. No filter. Okay. Um, she was talking about my husband because he's white. Who gives a fuck? Um, I think she called me fat. We know that, all these things. And then this was the same broke hoe that was on a panel about a year ago asking and looking for ways for her living situation and her landlord and some legal advice. Bitch, it sounds to me you're unstable, but we already know you're unstable here. At least, I mean, you got to insult me a little bit better than that. At least speak some truth. I mean, yes, my husband is white. Who cares? Ooh, you got me. Honey, you wish you had somebody. You had. But we've known from your past and your past significant others, they didn't work out too well, did they? Keep getting them lips done. Keep looking for self-esteem in a suction cup, bitch. On that note, so long, farewell. I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell. Look at me on 7 stools. I'll get you in the end. So long, farewell. I'll meet you in the end. So long. Bye, Red Wings. Bye, everyone. I'll get you in the end. Good night.